Hey guys, the time has come. I finally parked this truck. In this video, I'm going to talk about this truck, my ideas for this truck, and to my regulars and all my new subscribers, help me out. If you're new to the channel, I run quite a bit of hot shots. Well, can't really tell there, but there's a few of them in the backyard. Anyways, check out my channel. You'll see a bunch of these ramp trucks. To my regulars, I've said I'm contemplating about parking this thing at $500,000, and we're a little bit north of $500,000. Kind of sucks the way this truck got parked. Had to let the driver go. Really like the guy, but he made a serious mistake, and we had to split ways. But besides that, this truck was parked. You're gonna have to take my word on it. AC squared off, and it's working well. This thing's all squared up mechanically. She's all there, but cosmetically, she's pretty rough, guys. I'll walk around, show you the truck, and kind of share with you my ideas. This video is more geared to my family, my regular subscribers, and curious ones, like what's all going on with truck 26. So I want to show you that. I think half of these black, yeah, that's road grime and grease. So a lot of this black stuff is road grime and grease, but this is knocked off paint. So the side's not too bad as far as damage goes. Believe me, it's been worse like this thing. So my idea, really, what I'm hung up about, call it hung up or whatever you want to call it, is I got a couple other vehicles that I'd rather use as backup than this. The thing with this truck is it's a cab and chassis. Very high percentage of my fleet is regular cabs. And to my surprise, a lot of guys, just flat out hotshot drivers, don't like it because it doesn't have a bed and they can't put their personal belongings and all this. It's kind of weird for me, but hey, they're the ones on the road and they tell me what they need, and all I try to do to the best of my ability is accommodate it, you know. That's why lately we've been buying a bunch of mega cabs, but it seems like that's the main reason why drivers don't like this one. But my thought process is either sell it for the asking price. I think I'd like to have about $20,000 for this thing. We'll see how she sells locally. Actually, in the comment section, or not the comment section, the description, I'll put you my email if you're really interested. I'm out of Washington, Spokane, Washington. Shoot me an email. It'd be cool to sell it to one of my subscribers. Watch them. I feel comfortable with the mechanical part of it. Lately, I've been putting a lot of money into it. We've been running it quite a bit up until the point it got parked. We kind of got in a jam because our other dually, I need to work on keeping you guys updated, but our other dually got wrecked, so this is the only dually in the fleet, so we really needed it, so we kept dumping money into it, keeping it running. So mechanically, I feel comfortable about it. Cosmetically, boys, as I said, she is rough. 532,000 miles on her. You know, if something were to happen tomorrow, if y'all are wondering what all happened, I literally just came from the car wash and knocked all the dirt off of it, so I kind of see what's really going on with it and show you guys in the video. So, I mean, you can see this back seat is brand new. Danny pulled out the platform back here and put the seat in here. But anyways, so I'll either sell this thing for right about $20,000 like I'd like to have for it, and if I can't, I have no problem keeping it in my backyard until I have time for it. Two things that come to mind: set it up with the flatbed and make it like the small runaround partial rig. And what I mean by partial, you know, hauling, I don't know, what's an average bed on these cab and chassis? This is a longer frame, but it's not the longest one. I think I could probably get away with a 9-10 foot flatbed on it. And what are they, about maybe 8 foot wide? I don't know. We'll see what, optimize it, you know, the flatbed, and use it for my local runaround truck. Second idea, I literally backed up to this thing because I have a mini fifth wheel on a shelf in my backyard, in my shop over there. So I was thinking, what if I were to buy an adapter for that fifth wheel, install the fifth wheel on here, and then buy an adapter so I could put in a ball and kind of keep it around as the ultimate runaround rig. Because if you think about it, I could move a step deck, you know, it's back there, and if I had a fifth wheel, this thing's gonna go. Unless someone offers me what I'm asking for this truck. Other than that, I'll just keep this. I really like this tank. I think it's a buck or $1.20. No, it's 91-gallon tank. Then it just, you know, nice enough little toolbox up top. I'm not gonna fit too much in there, but You know, like your basics, corner protectors, bottle jack, grease gun. You know, something that it's very useful. So put the fifth wheel attachment on it, and that way I can move my guys around here can move fifth wheels. Obviously I'm going to need a little compressor and an air reservoir. I think I'm pushing it a little bit too far with that fifth wheel, but that's what I was thinking by backing it up before I pull it in the yard. So yeah, if you're curious about maintenance, same thing. I ran this truck no differently than my rest of my fleet. This truck got, 20,000 mile intervals on the engine. We try to keep it about 60,000 on the tranny, 50, 60. And then this does have the max tow package. So it has 410 rear end, and it has an additional cooler. I already forgot where they shoved the other radiator, but it has an additional cooler in it. So this tranny actually stayed really cool. I've made a couple videos telling with it. You can tell it's not only just the gearing, you can tell this tranny fights heat pretty easily. Yeah, man, look at that. What I was why I popped the hood. I just knocked the dirt off of it, and look, she looks good. But anywho's, yeah, there's something else I wanted to show you. Oh, there's nothing special about it, but it is a dual alternator. So you should, if you were to need the extra power, electricity for whatever. So, yeah, guys, let me know what y'all thinking. I figured I'd take the opportunity and get y'all updated for the curious ones about the step deck. This is not my step deck. This is an owner-op step deck. That's my step deck. And, man, are they wonderful. I don't know, man. I really like step decks. Full aluminum. This thing's like high 10,000 pounds. And my 40-foot gooseneck tandem duals are like high 9,000. So it kind of doesn't make sense to go heavy haul. Anyways, that's a topic for another time. But here we are. Anyways, guys, let me finish my maintenance schedule and I'll get going here. 20,000 on the engine, 50, 60,000 on the tranny. When the tranny, the rear end gets done. Transfer case and front end are 100,000. Brake pads depends on the driver, but we like to see a couple 100,000 out of them. And if we're at a couple 100,000, either fronts or rears are not worn out, most likely. So the rears, we swap them out. Other than that, guys are pretty hard on them. You get about 120,000 out of them. Really, a lot depends on the driver. As far as what all have we done to this rig, there's something that got misdiagnosed with it, and they pulled a head on it. This is way early in its life, and so it has a head, fully rebuilt head and restored and inspected, whatever. So the head's fresh on it, but it didn't need it. Rear end's original, drive shaft. No, the U-joint isn't original. So the drive shaft is not original. I remember them pulling them off and redoing the drive shaft. Transfer case, tranny, engine, everything's original on this thing. As you can tell, she's in really rough shape. Tires are like any dually. Eats them off, eats them out. Let me show you. They're kind of sketchy. What I mean by sketchy, they're wearing out odd. So I know there's a spec. I think Carly came out with them, and guys say it really works. So I was gonna try that on my new dualies when I get around to them and go from there. Alrighty, guys. As always, may the Lord bless you, and may y'all have a mighty fine day. And if I could help, I will. Shoot me in the comment section what you got, and I'll take the time to respond to it if I have the answer for you. As always, God bless you. Bye.